What does he want to do? He wants to keep Section 2, and he wants to also undermine the rights of minorities. Akif of the Muslim Brotherhood says Osama bin Laden was a mujahid. He elevates Osama bin Laden. Al-Badi', who is probably the supreme leader of the Muslim Brotherhood, he talked about how America will pull out of Iraq and Afghanistan, and the United States will not be able to stand against rising Islamic nations.
Let me ask you this. Do you see an Iran situation developing in Egypt or any other countries over there where it looks like freedom and democracy are on the rise, and all of a sudden it gets shut down and you wind up with a hardcore Sharia law-based Islamic state? Do you see that breaking out in the Middle East?
Of course, it's not by accident that the international liaison of the Muslim Brotherhood, Sheikh Yusuf al-Qaradawi, takes the stage in Tahrir Square with 2 million Egyptians chanting in the middle of Tahrir Square, which the media did not cover. What were they chanting? They were chanting in the Arabic language, Al-Quds Rahin Shuhada bil Malayin, to Jerusalem we march, martyrs by the millions. What is that to do with the Egyptian revolution? So we need to kind of wake up and smell the coffee when it comes to Egypt, that this is gearing to be more of Islamists, because they are running into they are becoming part of the electorate process, changing their name, of course. The Muslim Brotherhood, yes.
No, go ahead.
Sorry?
I understand where you're coming from, but my time is gone. You're a man who has lived it. You were a terrorist. Now you're a peace-loving Christian. You've converted from Islam. You know both religions. You have much to say, and such a timely message. Waleed Shoebat, go see him. He will be speaking at Northwest Church in Orlando this Sunday on 3 occasions, 9, 11 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The theme, From Hate to Love. Former terrorist Waleed Shoebat, thanks for coming back on Bud Hedinger Live this morning, and welcome to town.
You bet. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. 8:44 here on BHL. Let's check real-time traffic and weather together now.
From 540 WFLA Orlando's 24-hour weather channel, today sunny with a high of 82, tonight clear with a low of 58, and tomorrow sunny with a high of 83. Get the latest news, weather, and traffic anytime at 540WFLA.com.
Proven size your grass for the Sunshine State. Empire Turf In the meantime, Marco Rubio has had it. And it hasn't taken long for Marco Rubio to have had it. Marco Rubio says, what is this continuing resolution crap? I didn't come in here to fund the government every 2 to 3 weeks and cut $6 billion here, $6 billion there. What the hell is going on here? I wish the guy would run for president. Marco Rubio.
All right, that's Rush's stance on Rubio. Wants him in the presidential race for the Republican Party in 2012 to take out Barack Obama. I really like Rubio, never more than this week. But I've told you, and I maintain my position, we don't need another president without the experience for the most important job in the country. And it is not yet time for Marco Rubio. I say no Rubio in 2012. Okay? Downstream, yes. Who's got it right? Hottest topic on the phones. Torched them earlier. I'm giving you one more crack on this. So far, I'm down on callers. 3 say Rush has got it right. Rubio should run. 1 says the Budman's on the money. Rubio should wait. 407-916-5400. Toll free 1-866-916-5400. The Budman versus Rush. Come on, I want a little support here. I want to take El Rushbo down. We'll see if it can be done. 407-916-5400. By the way, tons of email on this. Almost an even split. Bud's right. Rush is right. Let's talk. In 1 minute, you're on the phones with me. It's 8:52, and here's the last check of the morning on our show of real-time traffic and weather together on the twos. And we're looking at sunshine and low 80s today, low 60s right now. On the phones from earlier, Budman down 3-1 to Rush. Well, he's tough to beat, and I respect Rush Limbaugh. You know I do. But I still think it's too early for Marco Rubio. Let's go to the phones and see what you think. Out at Winter Park, Brian on the line. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning. Bud, I love listening to your show, but I got to disagree with you here.
Okay.
I just have one question for you. Your premise seems to be that Obama's lack of experience seems to be hurting him getting his agenda through.
Well, I don't know about that. I think his lack of experience just I just think we need to have people with more chops when they become president of the United States than he had, and I think Rubio's got to earn his spurs.
Okay, well, it's not inexperience, and that seems to be the problem, because Obama, with no experience whatsoever, is getting his agenda through, and we need someone that can get our agenda through. The problem is that you don't agree with Obama's convictions, his love of, basically Marxism and his hatred of...
Oh, I've got a horrendous problem with his ideology, and I've talked about it before. But day to day in running the country, one of the big problems with Obama to me, beyond his ideology, is his lack of qualifications for the job. I mean, Chris Christie says, hey, I'm not ready to be president of the United States. I need more seasoning and more relevant experience, and I still think that's true of Marco Rubio. Make no mistake, you and I are on the same page, Brian, when it comes to the problems ideologically with Barack Obama. You tell me, is Rush right? It's time for Rubio in 2012. Or is the Budman right? It's too early for Rubio in 2012. To St. Cloud and Derek. Good morning, Derek. Thanks for checking in with me.
Hey, Bud, just wanted to say I love your show, and thank you also for always sharing your faith. It brings a lot to your show. I appreciate that.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate it. So, thank you so much.
Hey, I just want to comment. I agree with you. I love Rush Limbaugh, too, but I think Mark Rubio is a great guy, but I don't think he's ready yet. President Reagan served as governor for 8 years, and I think that's what really gave him the experience that he needed.
I mean, let's look at this. Let's look at recent presidents. You had George W. Bush, who served as governor in Texas and also ran the Texas Rangers, business, private sector experience. You go back to Bill Clinton, governor, governor. You go back to Bush 41, maybe the best qualified president we have ever had in my lifetime for all he had done in so many ways over the years. And Ronald Reagan, as you mentioned. Thank you. I appreciate that input. I'm closing the gap on El Rushbo, down 4-2 on the phones. Let's go to John.